The next wave of business leaders won't just use AI, they'll master momentum with it, starting now. Welcome to the Mastering AI Momentum Show, where visionary founders and driven business leaders turn artificial intelligence, automation, and scalable systems into real growth, real scale, and real freedom. If you're ready to break bottlenecks, reclaim your title, and scale smarter, this is your playbook. Let's dive in. Here are your hosts, Allie Porter and Elise Smith.
Hello. Welcome to the Mastering AI Momentum Show, where today's top entrepreneurs share how they're scaling smarter, evolving faster, and navigating the future of business. I'm your host, Elise Smith, your business AI strategist, and I'm here with our incredible guest who is doing some amazing things when it comes to the AI space, Farhad Nasserghodsi. So welcome, Farhad.
Well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. So just a little bit about Farhad he is the founder of Nova Business Consulting. And if you want to check that out, make sure you go to novabusinessconsulting.com, and an AI orchestrator who turns ideas into real world solutions. He's the creator behind practical tools like Vision Wing and Recall IQ. And he also hosts Demo Pitch Tuesdays, where he helps entrepreneurs learn, test, and apply AI in their business. So I am super excited to have this chat with you today. Tell us a little bit more about Nova Business Consulting.
Well, Nova Business Consulting is started as a consulting business, just concentrating on marketing. And my passion always has been to help smaller businesses or people who really need help. Before I get into consulting business, I was a retail district manager. And my passion was to go to stores that really don't make their monthly sales so the store manager or management team was not getting their bonuses. So I was spending more time with them to help them to increase their sales, whatever I could to help them to get that bonus at the end. So then later in 2010, I started Nova Business Consulting with the same idea to helping small businesses grow. And so I started with marketing. And then later on, I found out that, they need to be, because the pandemic almost was going to start and that sort of thing. It was like 2020 or something like that. At that point, I got into building them mobile apps and a website, basically, because they needed to be online so people can see them. Then by around 2017 or so, I realized that for any kind of marketing campaigns that I do, there's AI tools that can do it much cheaper and much faster than what I can offer my clients. And I said, if I don't learn anything new, if I don't learn about AI, I'm going to lose my business. So the background I had with technology and that sort of things and desire that I had to learn, I started learning about AI, got some certification, meet a lot of people, went in a lot of online networking events or so. And then I started to meet someone that really helped me to learn about AI. And so after a while, I started to build AI tools and AI solutions. And that's where we are right now. So the Nova Consulting right now is offering AI solutions, AI tools, and AI agents to businesses and helping people basically achieve their goals through AI.
Yes, I love it. You are speaking our language because that's what we do as well. And I like that so we're focused kind of more on like the sales process and that type of thing. And I know you guys think completely outside the box, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But I love that you are willing to just go there, right? Like, what made you want to just like start experimenting? Because it's a little bit of a scary world out there, especially when AI came out. Were you nervous to start building things, or did you find it fun?
Yeah, it was. I wasn't nervous because I didn't know that much about coding or anything like that. But ever since I was a kid, I had that imagination. I was imagining about things that is going to happen. This is going to be like that. So that creativity, it was something that when I learned about AI, I said, wow, this is something that I can just bring that idea, that vision that I always had, with the help of AI, bring it to reality. And that's why it's fascinating. That's what I really love about AI. And believe it or not, sometimes in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. or so, I woke up and something new comes into me, a new solution, new idea about AI. Then I start chatting with my AI, and we collaborate together and find out, this would be a solution that we can probably build it and then present it. And this is something that is going to solve problems. So I like to solve problems. I don't like to design AIs that does like blogging or marketing. I mean, I do have some of those, but I think that humans or businesses, they have a lot of challenges. So the AI is there to solve or help them to overcome those challenges, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, I can't wait any longer. I know this is probably usually what we do at the end of the show, but I want you to tell them what kind of things you're doing with AI because it is so fascinating.
So I have right now, I have about 118 different AI solutions. Some of them, I would say at least 60 or 65 of them are in production stages, like 20%, 30%. So I'm building them, uh, as I call them, brick by brick, because you can't build the entire house at one time. You have to put it brick by brick until to complete it. So what I'm really focusing, the one that I'm really proud of it is called Vision Wing. This is a application, AI application that I have designed it, and you can upload it once it's complete. Hopefully within a couple of weeks or so, should be ready to available for everybody. You can put it on your mobile devices. Right now, it's currently on works on Android phones. So you put it on your Android phone and works with just command, with your voice command. You don't have to basically click anything or like that. So you just say that Vision Wing, and then app opens up. Once opens up through the camera, it can see what is in front of it, and basically describe to the user that, hey, you're going through this, I don't know, supermarket, for example. Tomatoes are on your left hand side, or this, the borders in your left side over here. So becomes the eyes for people who cannot see, and also it can help the people, elderly people. At night, for example, they're sitting at home, they can't find, they find a bottle of medication, they don't know if the right ones or not. They can just put the medication right in front of the camera, and then the AI tells them whether this is the right one or not. Now,
Yeah.
there are already similar items on the market. There are like glasses that they have like cameras right in front of them. They're a little bit expensive. I'm not going to mention names or anything like that, but mine is much cheaper. And the other thing is that mine has a memory. So it's going to remember the previous conversation, which is going to help. And also has a facial recognition. So it will remember the friends or relatives that you have, or, that the camera sees that. The other thing that mine has that most other similar product on the market doesn't have is mine has a phone number also too. So the AI can distinguish. The AI can find out if the user is not responding, is not communicating with the AI. And for example, it's going to say, "John, are you okay? Can you hear me, John?" And if John, for some reason, doesn't respond after a couple of questions that the AI asks the person, is going to call the nearest relative, the person that is already in the database, or say that, hey, we are in the corner of whatever street, and John is not responding. Maybe we can help him. Can even call 911, and that would be if there's a permission that the phone, the AI can call these things. So it's
Yeah.
more advanced than what is in the market. So this is, I'm really proud of it, and I think it's going to help a lot of people. There are like 257 million people worldwide that have vision problem, and then elderly people who need companion. This can be a companion with for them as well. So this is the one that I really like. I have about, like I said, 118 of these. I have one for like education, could be like tutors. I have one that is going to be for doctors, that for example, if they want to have a note takers. Nowadays doctors have note takers, but this AI is has more advantage uh, for what it does, beside what they offer already in the market. So these are
Right.
the things that I've been designing and hoping that is going to help help the people basically, or businesses.
That's amazing. And I mean, I have to ask, like, do you have someone in your family who you built this for, or where did it come from? Because I can tell your heart is really there to serve them.
Well, the vision being basically was I had an uncle years ago that went through a stroke, and he basically become blind, and it was kind of difficult for him to cope with life, everyday life, because he couldn't see. So after he passed away and he's gone, and then this is like a couple years ago, then I still thinking that AI should be able to do something for people who cannot see, or people who need a friend when that friend is not there. So that's why I started thinking about that, and I started designing this thing. And I knew there's already something similar to but I add more to it in order to make it more perfect and more um, affordable to what is already in the market.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, giving people the gift of vision for a very affordable price, like that is amazing. And I love that that you're thinking about AI in that term, right? Like it's not. I'm sure you talk to people who are thinking that AI is going to take over the world, and what kind of objections do you hear actually when it
Well,
comes to
I
the
mean,
fact that AI?
AI is not going to take over the world. I mean, so sure. Let me back up a little bit. So for every new technology that comes in, let's say that when cars came in, right, many years ago, all those carriages and horses and people who were riding those carriages, they went away, or they had to learn something new because there was a car. People realized that car is more safer, faster, or whatever you want to think of it. When ATM came in, for example, a lot of banks started reducing the number of tellers that they have because it was a new technology. People started using that. When this mobile phone came in, that you had access to deposit your checks or whatever, so you go less and less to the bank. Now, can you say that those jobs are gone? Sure, some of those jobs are gone, but there are still tellers there. There are still buggies there with horses that run around. But new technology, when it comes in, makes our life much easier, and we need to adapt for it. Now, AI is not going to take over our jobs. The people who know AI are going to take over our job. So, best for
Mm.
us to learn AI, and any business needs to basically integrate AI into their business. Otherwise, they're going to lose their business. This is the fact of life. Whether we want it or not, is here, is going to be continuing doing. So, are we going to lose our job? Not necessarily. AI is going to make it better than what it is right now. And the people who know AI are going to be basically learning something new. They're going to be there, and they're going to take over the jobs of people who don't know AI.
That is such an interesting perspective, and it really can. I mean, it's a tool, and we say that all the time when it comes to our show, is like AI is just a tool. It can be used for good, like giving people the ability to see things that are really important to them, and it can be used for evil, or in ways that that can, take over as far as like jobs and things like that. But it's really all about how we choose to use it, and we can choose to use it in a way that is going to be beneficial to us. So
Right.
I love that you do that. What about Recall IQ? Tell us more about that one.
Recall IQ is the one that I told you, is that the doctors, that they have these note takers, that they pick up their phone, they start talking, you talk to them, and then the AI start taking notes for them. Some of them that are already in the market, they don't have translation, so they just, if you speak English, they can just take the notes for the doctor. Some of them do, but most of them they don't. So mine speaks multiple languages. So let's say you are from Italy or Germany or whatever, and you can't describe what you have in English because your English is not as good. So you speak on your own language, and then the AI that the doctor has, using, if he's using my Recall IQ, then is going to translate it exactly, and then the doctor can see that. Plus the Recall IQ, as you talking, the doctor can see on his phone or her phone what the problems are, because AI can diagnose that. As you saying your symptoms there, the AI can diagnose. The other difference is that most of them, they don't have the insurance companies need a code. So my doctor was telling me that I have to go at the end of our visit, I have to go back, or my nurse has to go back and put those insurance codes in it. Otherwise, insurance company doesn't know what I'm prescribing. So mine is automatically picks up those codes and puts it into the system. Now,
Mhm.
in opposite of that, I have also created one for the patient. So the patient who's from Germany, Italy, whatever, the doctor speaks in English. He doesn't know, she doesn't understand what the doctor's saying. So he or she can pick up that phone and also see the translation right in front of her in the screen, and see what the doctor is saying, what he has to do, or what type of medication can see, so he can see it in their own native language.
Amazing. I know sometimes I'm at the doctor's office and, especially if they give you some kind of not bad news, but something that throws you off. And it's almost like you can't even hear anything that they say afterwards.
Exactly.
And so it would be nice to be able to have kind of that note taker. I mean, we're so used to on Zoom always having a note taker. So it's just fascinating. I have to ask, like, what is your process? Like, you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, this would be a really awesome AI
Well, I
agent.
mean, it comes to me. If most people probably don't understand that, but sometimes these things comes to me, and as I get up and I see that these something that I need to do, maybe this is something that is
Mm,
going to help people. Maybe I heard something in the morning, or I read something about it, and then at night, in the middle of the night, I said, well, let's do the AI for it. It's going to help. Now, I was talking to AI a couple of days ago and says, how many of these solutions do you think we can solve? We can create AIs for it. And it says that is imagine the whole universe. How many stars are there? A star would be like every solution that everybody has, or business has, or so. So
wow.
there's like endless type of solutions that can be solved. So like universe would be like all these different AI companies, like see Microsoft, so far and so on. And then after the universe is like these galaxies there. Galaxies would be like AI solutions, right? No, I'm sorry, like ecosystem. Ecosystem would be something like multiple type of solutions would be like an ecosystem. And then after that would be like the solar system. Solar system would be like these AI solutions, for example. Then AI tools. AI tools would be like those planets that they circle around this star. This a star would be the like sun, for example. The sun would be the one, the problems that they're going to solve. So I basically see it this way, just universe. It's just endless solutions. If all developers get into, think of that to solve problems, to create AIs that is going to solve problems for humanity, I think we're going to be in a better world than we are.
Wow, that is just amazing. And I love that you've been given the gift of imagination to
Right.
be able to really see the problems, right? And then figure out what it is that you can do to solve them. So, do you use ChatGPT to help you solve the problems, or did
I
you create
use
an AI agent for that?
Yeah, I use different type of AI models. So Chat GPT is really the ones that is starting to know me in a way that if I talk something, it says that, Farhad, I know you. You want to do this way, for example, right? A lot of people don't understand that, but I think Chat GPT is sort of like my manager, or basically like a senior developers, software engineer for me. Then I use different type of AI models to basically create the coding that I need to use GitHub, Vercel, whatever. So, and then GPT monitoring all these things for me, and we do collaborate together. When I come up with the idea, I talk about it, and we come up with a solution how to go forward what we have to do. So that's how I basically manage. I do have some employees that developer as well too, because you do need still you need some humans to oversee
Yeah.
AI. So you can't just say that AI is going to do everything for me. No, you still need some humans eyes to basically oversee that. But the thing is, AI speed up that process. The thing that a developer is going to take maybe weeks and months to design AI, go through all those different type of coding. These AI models can do it within 5-10 minutes, the most 20 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, it is so amazing how far AI has come, and we're just getting started. I mean, man, the future with AI
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
super
Just
exciting.
think of it that we are right now in the basic stages of AI. So we have the generative AI right now, right? So the next generation is AGI. AGI comes in, which was briefly here, but I think because we couldn't control it, they just pull it off. If we can't control the AI, is AI is going to be controlling human, it's not going to be any good. So I think if we be able to control AI, not only AGI is going to be here, but the next generation, which is ASI would be the one that is going to have conscious is going to have, it's going to even think more than what we think. It's going to solve problems that we can even imagine it at the moment. But the problem would be that, are we able to control it as a human? Are they going to be able to create their own coding, for example? Are they even going to be able to create humans? Because then at that point they may go to the lab and putting some DNAs together and create a human or something like that. Who knows?
That's the part we don't want to get to. I think that's like drawn the line there. But no, it is really interesting to think about what is possible. So let's like peek around the corner here of your business and kind of see in the back end, how are you able to scale from like that very first client and that very first AI agent to where you're at now? Talk to us a little about your scaling story.
So the way I do is basically I build, as I said, ecosystems. So every night or every time or every week or so that I come up with the idea that is going to help people. I had some bad ideas. I have some good ideas. So that's no question about that. But anytime that I see there is an idea that is a potential that is going to help humans or businesses or some segment of the society, then that's when I'm going to be scaling up. So the way I do it is I said that I use AI and I use technology. I do have humans, people that are also helping me as well too. But their role is minimal, and then all these is going to help me to scale my business to become bigger and bigger, hopefully one day.
Wow. So who is your ideal client? Like if somebody is listening to this and they're like, oh man, I need to work with Farhad.
Well, I mean, I can work with anybody. If you think you have you have a problem that you need solutions, I can work with you. But the ideal client probably would be consulting businesses. Consulting businesses constantly talking to different businesses, so that they know the pain that those businesses go through. And as I said in the beginning, my goal is really to help the people, the businesses that they cannot see this technology or they don't know this technology. I want to help them. I offer free classes about AI. I will teach people how to build AI, and you don't need to do any coding. There is AIs that use no coding at all. You just tell what the vision you have, and the AI start building that for you. You just have to have that desire. If you have that desire, then you can build something good. And a lot of people nowadays have lost their job. Why not get into AI, start building AIs, build something that you can help other people at the same time you can make money out as well too.
Yeah, absolutely. So when it comes to your clients, like what is your sales funnel like? How do people find you?
I'm in the different social networking events that I go normally, and I work with. I have my own AIs that they start, sending emails and that sort of things to different businesses, and I try to be talking to a lot of businesses basically and influencers, and hopefully that way people will start knowing what I do, and the AI solutions that I have is going to help them. Maybe they will come to me. So even this program hopefully is going to help me to bring some more people and understand or see what I do.
Yeah, and that's actually how we met, is that you came to one of our Alignable Smart Connects networking events, and so obviously you're getting yourself out there. So when it comes to the sales process and lead generation, are you using AI for any of that right now?
Yes, I do use AIs, and I do have a couple of bots, AI agents that not only they serve as a customer service in your website, but also they collect the emails and website of the people, the visitor to any business. And through that, the AI is able to send personalized marketing emails to them and say that, because you have these area problems in your website, because the AI can scan, my AIs can scan the website and find out what kind of problems you have. And for those problems, what type of AIs, whether NoFo Business Consulting has, or we can create it for you. So through that process, these AIs can send email and then find those businesses and try to offer them these solutions that we have.
Wow, how cool. So going back to your scaling story, what were some of the pivots that you made along the way to be able to get to the success that you're at right now?
Um, the things that I do is normally I listen first. So by listening, you understand that what the problem is, what the pain is, what the roadblock is that the person in front of you is facing. That helps me to build or basically vision an AI that's going to help this person or this business that he or she is running. So that's, I think, is that's biggest contribution to the way that I run my business, because by listening and understanding their problems, then I can find a solution for them.
Absolutely. Love it. Well, neat. So, if people want to find you, obviously we've talked about your website here, and I'll pull that up again here. So, nofabusinessconsulting.com. Anywhere else that they can find you and kind of see what you're up to?
Yeah, I'm in Lincoln as well. I'm on the social media, Twitter or X.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, you name it, TikTok, everywhere that you can even think of it. I'm there, so they can connect with me. But the best way would be through my website and just set up, 30 minutes consultation. Is a free consultation, and I love to talk to people. And I can, as I said, I can offer people 1 hour free course of how to build your own AI without using any money, basically, because the platform that I offered, I have even built one platform that's no coding platform, and so you can just basically use those to start building your AI and become an AI salesperson, or I mean company that basically reseller, or you have your own AI tools or agents or chatbots, anything that you can sell them and make money.
I love it. So, what is like one last golden nugget that you would leave our audience with when it comes to AI? Like maybe they're a little bit concerned about it or they're not quite sure how to implement it in their business. What advice would you give them?
The thing I can say is that most people, most businesses that I talk to or face or see, they're afraid of AI. They feel that, especially small businesses, they feel that they, because they have a lot of their relatives, families working their business, they think that if the AI comes in, all those people are going to lose their job. It's not
Mhm.
necessarily true. AI is going to help them, is going to improve their productivity, and in some cases maybe free them so they can go to concentrate on something that AI cannot do at the moment. We still need that face to face, human face to face, and AI doesn't have. I mean, it can do that, but a lot of people need that human face to talk to, that trust, basically. So I think if people learn, small businesses learn that AI is going to help them, is not going to hurt them, they're all going to succeed and grow faster.
Yeah, definitely. I love it. Well, Farhad, thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your story and just the amazing things that you're doing in the AI space. Some of the stuff that you're doing, I mean, I know we only talked about like 2 out of your 100, I think you said that you have. But what you're doing, I think, is really helping to change the world. So thank you for being passionate about what you're doing and sharing it with us today.
Well, thank you for inviting me, and I hope that I can do a little bit to help the humanities and societies as much as I can.
Agreed. I love it. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to Mastering AI Momentum, where AI means artificial intelligence, but also abundance and impact. And we've seen that with Farhad and the things that he's doing with AI. Because scaling isn't about doing more, it's about building smarter and staying true to what matters most. So thank you, Farhad, once again, and we
Thank,
will see you guys next time.
thank you.
You've been listening to Mastering AI Momentum. If today's episode gave you clarity or sparked a breakthrough, share it, review it, leave us a comment, and show Ali and Elise how you're turning AI into ROI. And make sure you subscribe, because the next episode could be the strategy that unlocks your next level. Until then, build smart, scale fast, and let AI multiply your momentum.